It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll see the Barons burner at wide receiver. There are a few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth in touchdown receptions. It's the Barons and the Colts, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Indianapolis Colts and the Brooklyn Barons. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Brooklyn. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, a guy who's established himself as a veteran in this league, now in his 5th year at quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And on now is the punter. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And their quarterback, well, everyone knows he's got height, standing at 6'6".
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The numbers there for Brown from a week ago. There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers.
So dead or alive?
Either way, they would take that kind of production.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Reese. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play.
That too. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 13-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Back to throw. Rees. And this one too low. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Rees. And he wisely will throw that one away. The Colts send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. Oh, good move. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 13 yards, the tally on the return there. And out will come the offense as they take over. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're going to look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 63 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was take
touchdown. A great effort there. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after try forthcoming. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the 6. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
To about the 35, 2nd down. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
2nd and 6. Back to throw. Rees. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back, even with just one throw.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a carry for Brown. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Rees got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra that extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now an option play on 2nd down. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. This is Brown going up the middle. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Brown. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he is going to lose yardage here. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Third and goal from the 2, and they're going with a jumbo set offensively. Now a handoff up the middle. Dyson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts are back within a score. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends are on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
The point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2nd and 4. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's interference. Defense.
So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you could almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. And his kick here is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Rees. Wide open receiver, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Rees. Looking left sideline, it's complete.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Off the play fake, Rees looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
On 1st down, Rees over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end.
6 yards left on 2nd down.
They give it to Brown. They'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Rees throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Looking to throw. Rees. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Throwing again. Rees.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From the 6. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his zone, 2nd quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark. I'm wondering, since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games, maybe we need to up that a little.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
And they'll give them another shot here on the ground. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
Throwing to start the drive. Rees. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Oh, and he lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will do it.
All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Handing it off to Brown.
And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give left side, Brown with it. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Here's Johnson with a reception. Down inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 39 yards there, a big one.
When teams practice their plays during the week, they're hoping that it's going to pay off on game day. So it sure has to feel good for them when they hit them during a game. And they hit that one there for big yardage.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. On 2nd down now, Dyson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And this one is right through. And the lead is back down to 3 here at 16-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities. And he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. He'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch taken just across midfield, maybe by a yard or 2. 36 yards on the punt with no return. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 58 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a give to Brown. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
This is Brown on the carry. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Rees. And it's knocked away and incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Johnson's got it complete. And they'll get this down to the 10.
Holding. Offense.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Rees. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And we are all tied at 16 apiece.
So a second field goal here this 3rd quarter, and this one gets us back to level.
Oh, I like when you do it that way. Are we going to start talking about the pitch soon? I love that. 2 drives, 2 scores, that's a plus. But we also know that they're going to need to find the end zone if they want to win this game.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series. But what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return.
The Colts set to take over here offensively.
And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
This is Brown on the draw play. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rees, sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
They'll run on 3rd down with Brown. Oh, what a move.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Rees. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Rees. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And with it, they have taken the lead. Another drive bogs down, but for the 4th time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
7 yards there and a 1st down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 31-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players who somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a full source short.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Here's Brown. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Rees. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. To throw on 2nd down, Rees. He gets this one to Johnson. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 1st and 10, Rees. incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rees. His throw incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running right, here's Brown. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Another run for Brown on 2nd down. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashion together a heck of a resume.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And this is going to be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Going up top. And that is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They give him a gain of 38.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg.